Hello class, so for my survival video I am going to be taking a skill that I learned out of the Bushcraft First Aid, a field guide to wilderness emergency care by Dave Canterbury and Jason Hunt. So the skill I'm going to be teaching you guys about is how to make a splint in case of a fracture when you are out in the wild. Now this skill isn't it's like a temporary thing, so it's to keep your victim stable until you can receive medical care. So this isn't obviously a stand-in for medical treatment. This is just prep before they can see a medical professional, before they can get to the hospital. So in this situation, I'm going to have a guest, but for this skill, I hope you'll be able to learn how to use this technique. It's not very ideal for you to do it on yourself, so hopefully when you're out in the wilderness you are with at least one other person. So if it happens to somebody else, you'll know how to do it. If it happens to you, hopefully you'll be able to walk somebody through it in the case of a fracture. Alright, so in this scenario, you're going for a hike and someone fractures their leg. I'm going to show you how to make a splint. So things that you're going to need, which most of the stuff should be in your backpack anyway. We're going to have water to keep them cool, keep them hydrated. You're going to need an extra shirt. First aid kit, if it's an open wound, you want to treat it, clean it out. You're going to need a knife of some sort, paracord, and then you're going to have some sticks for the splint itself. So you can use your knife, cut some things down. You want to make it as smooth as possible, just so it doesn't poke the wound. Okay, so you want to start by making sure that they are as comfortable as possible dealing with the situation. And what you want to first do is, if you have an extra shirt, you want to wrap it around the area. So in this case, it's going to be our shin. So this will stop from any sticks, any dirt getting inside any open wounds. It'll also protect any leg hair from the duct tape. So now what you're going to do is you're going to have 2 sticks, and this is going to keep our legs sturdy. So you want to unwrap your paracord. I'm going to unwrap both of them. So you want to tie, or at least grab the 2 ends. It's going to go under the leg. Same with the other one. If you're limited on paracord, you can cut it in half, but I always carry a bunch, so we're going to use 2. Okay. And in this situation, you want to keep the victim as calm as possible. Alright, so with the 2 sticks on both sides of the leg, we're going to take the ends, and we're going to loop it through the paracord, and we're going to make it as tight as possible. Same with this one on the bottom. If your victim is able to help you hold the sticks, even better. If not, it's okay. So we're going to cinch it as tight as possible. And we're just going to wrap the paracord around. And then the ends, we're going to tie around the limb to keep it secure. If you know knot tying, it'll be helpful. So I'm going to do a bit of a square knot. Okay. And now we're going to do the same with the bottom. it around. And if you know the fracture is going to be at one of these 2 points, then you can either make it a little bit higher, a little bit lower. You don't want the paracord to be right on top of the fracture. All right. So if that's all you have, this will be efficient. If you do carry duct tape with you to keep it extra secure and keep them from bending their leg, you can wrap it in duct tape. So I'm just going to show you that real quick. It's just going to go under it. Over. Yeah. And to make sure it's very secure, I'm going to do it in 3 spots. Again, if you know where the fracture is, you want to kind of avoid that area. And one more for the top. This is also where your knife would come in handy if you're unable to tear the duct tape. Duct tape's pretty easily able to be torn. And sometimes dirt will get in the duct tape, but that's why we have this covered. And then this is just going to keep that extra secure. All right, so from here, now that we have it all sturdy, if you're able to elevate it with something, you would want to elevate it. If not, that's okay. But from here, this is only a temporary solution. Then you're going to want to get actual help. But yeah, this is a temporary solution for if you have a fracture out in the wild.